Welcome to my video. This is Genevieve, the practical intuitive healer. So today you will notice that we are on the floor because I have just moved and this is my new wonderful place that I am living, but I don't know where to film in this house yet. So today's video is about the most popular topic that I get as an intuitive coach and as a psychic, and that is, when is the love of my life going to come into my life? How can I manifest this person? It is on everyone's mind, and of course it is. We're all humans, all of us, every single one of us deeply wants to love and be loved. That is our core need that is the basis for everything. But when it comes to manifesting that love or finding that one soulmate, that can be difficult for a lot of people depending on the belief systems that they're holding on to, the patterns in their own life that they have been acting out, and all kinds of other just dysfunctional fun stuff that can keep us from really being able to accept the love that we deserve. And I really wanted to make this video today because this is an issue that was very personal to me. And I believe that the best teachers are the people who have lived through exactly the situation that you might be living through and have been able to do a total 180 and transform their belief systems around it and therefore transform their lives around it. So to give you a little more of a background on me and my own struggles with this topic, I spent so much of my life, I remember from being a really young child, really dreaming of getting my knight in shining armor one day. I thought that would be my salvation, to find my one true love, and I had very idealistic, romantic notions about how that would happen and who this person was. And as I got older, I would often be kind of pining after men that were like celebrity status. And this is funny because I was, like, especially in high school, like the nerdiest, most awkward, like did not talk to anyone kind of person, and yet I was pining after kind of the stereotypical jock, like the kind of prom king of the school. And as I left high school and got older, I noticed this pattern was still playing out, where I always wanted the guy who seemed like he was very out of reach for me, who was totally different from me, who was way more athletic than me. And it almost, in hindsight, I realized it almost seemed like a validation of my own not being good enough, because I was always looking for the guy that was like the best, and I did not see myself as the best. I saw myself as like kind of horrible, but I might have had some sort of weird belief trick that was like, well, maybe if I can get that guy to like me, that'll mean that I am okay. And so I spent a lot of time in my early 20s not connecting with anyone, because the people that really were available to me to connect with and to share love with, I was not interested in. I was deathly afraid with intimacy issues, little did I know. And then the ones that I was interested in and attracted to were the guys who were totally unavailable, honestly probably assholes, most of the ones that I liked. And that was the basis of my own relationship with love. So I spent a lot of time wanting so desperately to find the one and really having no idea why it wasn't working out. So I give you the example of my own story around manifesting love, because each of us has, especially if you've been chronically single for a while, each of us has our own story that has been playing out again and again that is keeping us from manifesting that one, or whoever it is it's meant to be in our lives, as our love. So now that you know a little bit more about me and about my own personal struggles with manifesting love and the stories and patterns that I was playing out, I can tell you that now I'm in a really different place in my life. I have really come into embodying who I really am as a psychic and as an intuitive life coach. And along the way of my own personal healing, I have learned so much about love and about what it really means to manifest the love of your life. And so for this video, I have put together 3 simple concepts that you can start cultivating in your life every day to try to untangle whatever might be happening in your own life that is keeping you from manifesting and calling in that special love. So the first thing that is really important for you to do is to let go of whoever you think you're supposed to be with. And I cannot tell you how incredibly important this is, whether it is a past lover that you are still pining for and you think they were the one and that you missed your chance and that they got away, or if it's just a really specific idea in your head of the kind of person you think you should be with. You really need to let all of that go and start from a really clean slate. As I explained in my own story, I had this habit of going towards like the jockiest, most popular guy in school, and even after school, just like the most popular, seemingly successful guy who usually had his own big ego trip and really had not much in common with me anyway. But for some reason, I felt like that's the kind of image of a person I needed to be with in order to be loved and to be safe and also to be saved, because for me, a lot of my savior issues were tied up in love, and that really kept me from receiving true love from people. So it's really important for you to maybe examine your own history in terms of, well, who is the type of person that I have tended to be drawn towards? And is there a theme? Or if there's one person that I just can't let go of and I'm pining over them, but they are not at all interested in being with you, maybe doing some work around really closing the door on that person and setting some clear boundaries, because I promise you, you will never be able to manifest the true love of your life if you're still totally emotionally corded to someone who is not actually for you, but you found yourself very addictively attracted to. So the flip side of letting go of who you think you were supposed to be with is to instead create some new concepts about how you want to be loved. So instead of focusing on the other person and what you think the other person should be, think about, how do I want to feel in relationship? How do I want to receive love? What are my real values in life? And those things, and coming up with what those things really mean to you, will be much better guideposts to you knowing if a person is right for you or not, as opposed to being so attached to certain images of what you think love looks like, or what you think the perfect person for you should look like. Instead, focus on how you want to feel in relationship. And this brings us to the second concept, and that is, let your true self really shine, please. Do not edit your true self and your true personality and who you really are for anyone. And this can be super difficult, especially when you are really on the dating scene and you're on all of the apps and websites or whatever, and so you're meeting a lot of new people, and when you first meet a new person, you're kind of it can feel like you're kind of evaluating each other, and so you want to put on this image of like, I am the best, here's all my great qualities. Like, it's almost like you're trying to sell yourself. And it's true, like, you don't want to go into a dating situation like sharing immediately all of your dirty laundry and the things that are like the worst about you. You don't want to be the best or the worst on that date, but just showing up as who you really are, just as you would showing up to meeting any friend or family member that you're close to in your life, and not trying to edit yourself to seem a little bit better, however you think better is, than you really are. Because what's crazy with this editing ourselves thing is, a lot of time we can edit out the parts of us that are actually the most attractive parts, and we don't even realize it. So we're with this person and we think we need to act really cool and, you know, play it like really nonchalant and like we don't really care about anything and we're just so cool. This is a weird example. When really that's not a very attractive quality. And if you were just yourself and were super honest and just acting as you would around anyone in your life that you're comfortable with, you would be exponentially more attractive than trying to put on this character of who you think is attractive. So please, please, please be your true self when you are consciously searching for love. Do not change yourself to fit whatever you think they think you should be, because most of the time, whatever you think they think you should be is just wrong. So this third and last concept for today is going to be a little bit different than maybe any of the other ones that you have heard when it comes to tips on dating, manifesting the love of your life, all of that fun stuff. And that is start asking for help. And the reason I put this on here as a tool to start cultivating in terms of manifesting the love of your life is because so many of us aren't manifesting that love because we do not know how to receive. We are so closed off and so afraid in terms of what it means to truly receive from another human being that we say we want all these things. But really all we want is just to control another person, and that's not really love. And so if really you're out searching for a partner because you're searching for someone to control and that'll make you feel better, then you're not going to find the love of your life because that's not searching from a healthy place. So when you're practicing this skill of really honestly asking for help, you are learning how to receive in a really genuine and humble way. Really needing someone's help is an amazing thing, and it can teach you things about yourself and about who you really are and how safe you actually are in the world that you might not have known if you have trouble with this area of your life. And so when I say practice asking for help, I don't mean it needs to be with the opposite gender or whatever gender it is that you prefer to date. I mean just in your life in general, like practicing asking help from your friends. And it could even be as simple as if you are single and are looking to date, asking them to, you know, suggest if there's anyone they know that can set you up. Because for some people, even asking something like that is really, really difficult because it's just that hard to receive. Or even asking for help with moving or going grocery shopping or just anything in your life that you would normally never ask for help with because you see yourself as this like very independent person, very controlling person. Just try asking for help and it will amaze you at how different your life becomes and how much easier your life becomes just from that simple act of asking for help. And you will manifest so much love and just amazing, juicy goodness into your life just from doing that act. You'll be led to things that you had no idea were possible for you to be led to because you had been keeping yourself cut off and in this very small, controlled world where honestly you're just kind of living in a lot of fear and not receiving from the world. And it's really important that if you are going to manifest this love of your life, that you start learning how to receive from the universe and from those around you. Otherwise, it'll be very difficult to enter into a healthy, amazing relationship. All right, that is what I have for you today in terms of manifesting your true love into your life or whatever love might come your way by doing these 3 tricks. It feels weird to call them tricks because they're not really tricks. They are awesome life practices. So please let me know in the comments below which of these concepts really resonates with you. If there's anyone in particular that you think you need more help with, I would love that. What a great opportunity for you to start asking for help is to put some questions in the comments below. And please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to see more content from me. Again, I am an intuitive life coach, psychic, and energy healer. and I produce videos every Tuesday and Friday with fresh new concepts all the time.